Hey YouTube, Common Collector here, and today we are here with Andrew with his Numeron deck profile. So he's really been doing great with this at locals and on our online Facebook group. So figured we would just get this guest deck profile out to you guys, and so I'll just let Andrew take it from here.
Alrighty, mine is a go second Numeron deck, so it's kind of based on solely going second. But I also have options for going first in case they ever figure out. Obviously, it's an OTK deck. So, starting with the monsters here. 3 Numeron wall, because you want to just get to your Numeron network as fast as possible and kind of shotgun it.
Okay, do we want to flip these around?
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. I always do that, actually. So, 3 Numeron walls. Again, Pathfinder here. This guy is actually just basically a terraforming. You summon it, you activate tributing it to add a field spell. With Numeron, you do not want any monsters on your field in order for the field spell to activate. So if there's any way that you can just kind of clear your own board, it works really well that way. That's why I like them a lot. So that's all for kind of getting the field spells. After that, this is the go second engine part of it. 3 Lava Golem. So when they make a pretty impressive either big negate board or whatever, it's nice that you just out it immediately, tribute 2 of theirs, because you don't actually have to normal summon. Lava Golem makes it so you do not special summon or set for that turn, but the field spell just free special summons. So you tribute to their side, get rid of the problematic negates, and then you can just field spell everything if you so choose. And then more of that is, I run 2 Gammon Seal Kaijus, just so you can get rid of one. Unless they just sit on one monster, you can still kaiju it and then go for the OTK regardless. So kind of helpful that way too. After that, I run the Frame package, because when you activate, Numeron wall and you're trying to get something and they ash it, it's just nice to be able to gamma that and then immediately synchro Omega out on the field, get rid of it so your board is completely open again. So also makes it so your field spell can activate and you're safe without having to worry about ash and trying to get to the field spell as much. So this is the hand trap aspect of it. 2 effect veilers. I kind of was thinking 3, but it's so already kind of tight. Actually, I don't even think it's past 40 on mine. Ash, even though you don't worry much about what they're doing, it's still nice to be able to stop them mid-play. So that way, maybe they'll just end with 2 monsters and you can just Lava Golem instead of a full big board of negates that you have to try to get around. So that's it for the monster aspect of everything.
Okay, getting on into the spells then?
Yeah, so now to the spells. Obviously, you want to get terraforming because you absolutely need to get to the Numeron network as much as you can. 3 Numeron networks. You don't know what it is, you can activate it. You have to control no monsters. You special summon as many Numeron from your extra deck, and then this guy here. This you basically can activate it from your deck. So that way you just pitch it, and then you summon up to 4. It makes it so you can only summon 1 more time after that. So my go second version is you summon all 4 and then poke, so that way you don't have to worry about Nibiru. You just attack, swing into game.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So you literally only have to summon 4 times, attack, and if they somehow survive, then I'll show you my extra deck. You can link into something to also dodge Nibiru. But yeah, it's kind of funny how I've had so many people where they sit with Nibiru and they're just like, yeah, I've just been waiting for that 5th summon, and it's oh, sorry about that. One card I actually like, this one a lot, since there's so many ways to get Numerons out on the field. Memories of Hope, draw. You draw cards for each number Exceed monsters you control. All the Numerons are number Exceed, so when you summon all 4, you plop this, draw 4.
Oh wow, that's pretty dirty.
It's so nice to be able to just replenish your hand. Then you get Kaijus, hand traps to stop them next turn if they survive. But it's just so awesome, because sometimes you open up a Lava Golem and some of the other spells I'm going to show you, and it's like, oof, I just kind of spat everything out I could. I need to replenish.
Yep. No, that's really good.
Survive, yeah. After that, it is go second, so little spendy there. Ooh. 3 Lightning Storms. Blow up any problematic backboard that they have or monsters that are in attack position. I always do back row though, because monsters don't really matter much when it comes to Numeron as far as killing. Harpy's Feather Duster.
Okay, now just because I know that the audience is going to ask, what are your budget options for against Lightning Storm?
As opposed to Lightning Storm, you can do Harpy's Feather Duster, Twin Twister, because again, if you have Numeron Memories of Hope, you can replenish even after you discard a card to just pop 2 back row. Again, it's more about back row removal, so that way you can push. You can give them a Kaiju, 1 Kaiju, or a Lava Golem and get rid of 2, but if they stop you with traps, Judgment, Strikes, whatever, Torrential Tribute, which is a huge thing now, your Numerons are dead, and then you have to pass. There's nothing else much you can do. So getting rid of back row. So budget option, Twin Twister, Harpy's Feather Duster.
So keep that as back row removal slot.
Okay. You have to have the back row removal slot. And then again, little spendy option, but Forbidden Droplets. I have those ones as well, just because sometimes they make a pretty dangerous board. Sometimes you don't have your Kaijus or your Lava Golem. So sometimes just dropping that to even cutting a monster's attack in half as well helps push for that game.
And the droplet must really help with your Planet Pathfinder.
Yep. So it's just, exactly. Kind of helps a whole lot with that too. You just want to get to the field spell without any interruption as much as possible. So just trying to get around that. One Call by the Grave. Hopefully this will come back one day, or at least the Designator card will come out. Because when you do activate Terraforming, or you're hoping to grab into a field spell and they ash you want to be able to just at least shotgun that, kill it.
Yep, so, 100%. I agree.
You just absolutely need it. And then the last thing, because it is a go second option, but sometimes something problematic is going to come. Like if they, Anaconda, you still want to just stop the things that you see that are dangerous. That's why Droplets is good, and Perm, stop what they can. Not a big fan, I guess, of Imperm now, and I'm sure everyone has said that. Imperm's kind of like an iffy card choice, but I still like it. It's just kind of nice to shut things down, especially when you know what's coming.
Okay.
So now for the extra deck, I run 2 of, so 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, 2 number 3s, and 2 number 4s. I was thinking of maybe upping it to 3s, but I just like the 2s. It leaves your extra deck open for a lot more things. And then if you Numeron play, if anyone knows out there, I did try that C1 version where you kind of burn them for game as well. Every time I got him out, and I'm like, I'll just win by burning them instead of OTKing. They pop the field spell, and he's absolutely useless. So I really didn't like that version of it. Other than that, the 1 Omega for the Gamma in there as well. This
that's the card I've been waiting for. Okay.
This is a killer.
So there's a story here.
Yep, Infinite Track, Mega Clops. Really tough to get around if they don't have, an Imperm or a Droplets. Just, you sit on it, you poke them. And this is if you don't get the OTK off. Also, one of the versions to get around Nibiru. So if you make 4, they survive. You can make Mega Clops. They can Imperm. It won't affect it at all. So just a good beat stick and just helpful as well.
And especially game 1, this is really, really strong against combo because they generally don't have an out.
They really, they don't. If they're just going to try to combo, it's like, sure, just try. Good luck. And if they do get around it, it leaves your board open again, and the field spell is still there. So you can just do it all again. Another way to get around Nibiru, Appaloosa. So if you do all 4 attack and they survive and you're like, oh boy, or if they make you go first, these are just good options to have. Sometimes if they know when I'm playing and they make me go first, say they lose game 1 and they're like, you know what, I don't want to get killed like that, you go first, I'll make Appaloosa, or I'll just make that sit on them. This one is mainly if someone's going to combo, I can just negate. Her attack will be low. They'll kill it, and then the Numeron network is still alive. So very good option as far as that goes. And then 3 other ones that are just fun to have. Saruja, so you can draw into anything else that you need. You can make all level 4s, Hand Trap, Droplets, whatever else to survive, because then you can Droplets monster, clear your board again. Crusade Aramax. It was always tough to choose between these 2 what to make if they made me go first. I did Aramax once, but without the IP protection, he was just kind of useless. So now I always do the Appy. And then just in case, Underworld Goddess. If they make a monster, if they have a problematic monster, you make all 4 and they stop the attack, and you still have an extra summon, you can link theirs off and your 4 to make her.
No, that's really good. I like that.
So it's just kind of, I like her a lot, actually. I think she's kind of a hidden gem. So just something to think about, if you're doing it and they survive the attack, just, okay, cool, I'll link yours and mine, make 5. So
nice.
That's it for the extra deck. And then the last one here is the side deck, which is a little strange, but that's all right. We'll start with this. 3 Lancia. Yeah, invoked Mech Knight players here a lot. Just dinos stop them from making a big problematic board. I did play against dinos. This helped actually a lot. All they did was make a weak monster and pass, and then I was just able to network kill them. More hand traps. Ghost Mourner. I kind of like her. There's no specific reason for her. I just like being able to stun them. And then also, if they're going to keep comboing, they have to pay life points when the monster's gone. And then it helps with the OTK. Because sometimes you can't get full 8k on board. Sometimes it's just barely there. So helping them kill themselves is always helpful. Lava Golem as well. This, I actually kind of liked. The sister, Dogwood. Gain life points every time your opponent summons. It kind of helped me survive. Because sometimes you open only hand traps and they stop one network, and if you can gain enough life points to try to grind into getting that network to kill them, it kind of helps. Happened once against a trained player. It didn't work. I gained like 18,000 life points, but he was still able to just beat me down enough.
Just couldn't grind enough.
Yeah, just not enough. Ghost Ogre, again, problem if they make something on your turn and they're going to activate something on the field, pop it, feel a trap or something like that. It's always helpful. And then more back row hate, Unending Nightmare. This is actually pretty helpful. Pay 1,000 life points. So in my opinion, against Eldritch, even though it goes to the graveyard, you can still keep popping them before they pop your field spell or anything else. Pretty cool as well. And then also Mystic Mine, in case someone tries to Mystic Mine lock you. And then just any face-up ones. And then Dimensional Barrier. So this one I did for Zoo. When they summon all monster, and you can just call Exceed, they just kind of sit there with that, and then they have all weak monster, and then Numeron Network and kill.
And God forbid you get the Mega Clops on them when you use D-Barrier.
Right? I mean, it's mostly on their turn, and then lock them out, and you're still good on your turn. Ooh. But it does hurt when you get D-Barrier, and you're just sitting with the field spell.
Oh, yeah, so, absolutely.
Yeah. Things I would change, personally, I wasn't a fan of the Gamma package. Every time I drew it late game, it was absolutely useless. I had one monster on the field, and then it just was nothing. During grind games, if I can't OTK them, just, again, wasn't a fan of the Gamma, and maybe not the side deck options. I definitely would change some of that up, too.
Right. Side decks are always very open to interpretation, but, yeah, I think we all have a love-hate relationship with Gamma, so...
Absolutely.
No doubts there. So anyways, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us here, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments what you guys think. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.